Good day. Today, let's talk about literature or book review. But before I proceed to a formal discussion, here are the learning objectives of this discussion. First, know the difference between literature review and a book review. Second one is identify the unique features, parts, and requirements in writing a book review. And lastly, write a book review following the process approach to writing. Now, let's proceed to a formal discussion. What is a literature or book review? A book review is an analysis or evaluation of a certain work of fiction or non-fiction. It states here the purpose, structure, and style of narration. In short, it is the overall evaluation of merits or the good quality or the advantages and the demerits or bad quality or disadvantages of a certain work. Now, let's talk about the difference between a book review and a literature review. When we say book review, it is your personal response to a particular book. While when we say a literature review, it is a survey of everything that is published. It can be a research paper or theory. Next one is article critic. Article critic is an analysis that gives positive and negative comments about the certain article. Unlike literature review and a book review, article critic doesn't only focuses on one side, it focuses on two sides, the positive side and negative side of a certain article.
Starting a book review involves several key steps to provide readers with a comprehensive understanding and perspective on the book being reviewed. Number 1. Identify the book. Begin by clearly stating the author's name, the book's title, and any pertinent publishing details to ensure clarity. Number 2. Specify the type of book. Define the genre or type of book. Fiction, non-fiction, biography, or autobiography to help readers understand the context and expectations. Number 3. Mention the book's theme. Briefly discuss the overarching theme or themes explored in the book to provide insight into its content and message. Number 4. Include background information. Provide necessary background information if it helps readers contextualize the book's subject, matter, setting, or historical significance. Number 5. Use engaging content. Consider starting with an intriguing quote, a compelling fact, or an explanation of a relevant concept or term to capture readers' interest from the beginning. By following this step, you can effectively start your book review and offer readers valuable insights and perspective on the book. Now, Princess Jasmine will explain to you on what do you do with the content.
The next one is, what do you do with the content? Number 1. For non-fictional books like biography, history, and the like, pay primary attention to major points, the argument the author is putting forth, and the sources the author has drawn upon to back up his or her point of view. For non-fictions, pay attention to what's their claim on something and what are the sources to back up the claim to prove their point. Number 2. For fictional works such as novels, chick lit, graphic novels, manga, pay attention primarily to the novel's or book setting, plot, style, characters, theme, use of language, and voice. Caution: do not give away the story, for no one appreciates a spoil. For fictional novel, you would want to inform the book what the book is all about and how the author wrote it, but make sure not to include the whole thing because you would want to make them read the book and no one appreciates spoilers. On number 3, provide your reactions to the book. Tell them what the book or scene made you feel. On number 4, describe the book and what it's all about. Number 5, respond to the author's opinion and analyze it. Respond to the author's opinion. Do you agree to what they say? Why or why not? Number 6, explore the issues the book raises. What is the book made for? What are the arguments? And what are the learnings you'd know at the end of the book?
Now let's talk about how we're going to conclude your book review or article critic.
There are 5 things you need to remember when concluding a book review or article critic. First is relate your argument. Relate the book, tie together issues, restate your main points, and lastly, evaluate. Now let's discuss how you're going to relate your argument. Connect your argument to other books or authors, showing its place within the broader literary context. For example, you can discuss how the themes in the book resonate with those in other works, or how the author's styles compare to that of other writers. Now, relate the book. Discuss how the books relate to the broader societal, cultural, or philosophical issues. Consider how the themes explored in the book reflect or comment on larger issues such as politics, identity, or human nature. Then, tie together issues. Bring together the various issues raised throughout your analysis. This involves synthesizing different points or arguments to provide a cohesive understanding of the topic. Ensure that all the relevant points are considered and integrated into your conclusion. And then, restate your main points. Briefly summarize the main points in your thesis statement to reinforce your argument. Restating your thesis helps remind your audience of the central arguments and ensure that all your conclusion aligns with the overall focus of your analysis. Lastly, evaluate. Assess the book's achievements of its goals, discuss its implications, strengths, weaknesses, and compare it to other works on the subjects. Consider what the book adds on to the discussion, what it may have overlooked, and how it contributes to your understanding of your topic. Reflect on your own experiences related to the subject matter to provide a personalized perspective on the book's significance.
How to revise the draft. Allow time to elapse at least before starting your revision. We need to take a break to lessen distraction and other information intrusion. After some time has gone, going back over your study material may help you concentrate and remember the subject without getting sidetracked by ideas or activities. Step number 2. Correct grammatical mistake and punctuation as you may find them. We need to correct grammar and punctuation aid in the straightforward communication of your ideas. When you write, using proper grammar, make sure that your sentences are organized so that readers may easily understand them. Step number 3. Read your paper through again, looking for unity, organization, and logical development. We need to check your paper for coherence, structure, and logical progression. Enables you to reaffirm important ideas and make sure they are conveyed clearly. Step number 4. If necessary, do not hesitate to make major revision in your draft. Making major revision allow you to clarify the purpose of and focus of your writing. As you revise, you may discover new ideas, perspectives that may help you better to your main point. Step number 5. Verify quotation for accuracy and check format and content reference. Verifying quotation and making sure they are properly cited will help you stay away from plagiarism. When you use someone else's word or ideas without giving them due credit, it is called plagiarism.
The classical book review structure is as follows: 1 or 2 paragraphs summarizing the book, 1 paragraph on the book's strengths, 1 paragraph on the book's strengths, 1 paragraph on the book's weaknesses, 1 paragraph on your assessment of the book's strengths and weaknesses.
Here's the example of writing a book review. Number 1. Introduction. The review starts by including the book The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald. It gives a quick overview of what the book is about. Number 2. Summary. The review summarizes the main story and themes of the book, including the characters and setting. Number 3. Strengths. It points out what the reviewer liked about the book, such as interesting characters and beautiful writing styles. Number 4. Weaknesses. The review mentions some things that could have been better in the book, like slow pacing and underdeveloped secondary characters. And lastly, the conclusion. Finally, the review wraps up by summarizing everything and giving an overall opinion about the book, saying that despite its flaws, it's still a great read. Again, that's all for the discussion of literature review or a book review. Thank you for listening.